Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to jump into DC Dark Legion. We're going to talk about a couple updates. We got a few things that were added in way of a new kind of game mode with some more vehicle stuff. We got a new cape for Superman. We got Cassandra Cain that is joining the battle as well. So we're going to go ahead and take a really good look at all of that. I think it's going to be a fun conversation, so let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and talk about some of these things. I will have some timestamps in the description below if you want to jump to specific things. We're gonna save Cassandra Cain for last. I got a stream coming up on that as well. Actually, by the time that this video is posted, we'll have just had the stream. So if you're interested in the character testing that I typically do on stream, go ahead and take a look at my channel, and that stream should be posted. All right, let's take a look at a few things. Let's see. I'm gonna go into the mail here really quick, and then I'm going to go down to this right here. So a couple things I wanted to just call out here, right? Obviously, we've got Cassandra Cain. We've got a new event coming up, but a couple things that I really want to focus on is this right here. We got some new base skins coming. I don't know what that looks like. I'll show you where that is. It is by going into your avatar. We've got this expedition. This is what I wanted to really dig into. We've got trucks. It's funny. We had a funny little conversation in League Chat yesterday, wondering why it's trucks. I know I've seen some other Fun Plus games where they have the exact same game mode and it's trucks. I just think it would have been cool, like motorbikes or something else, something other than trucks for a superhero game. But you know, I've got. I think when we take a look at this game mode, I think there's some to it, but I think there's also some really good to it as well, to be absolutely honest. If I'm being critical, I also want to praise where I think it is good as well. We got some improvements with Krypton Rush. If you want to see this, you can go into your email. I'll also put a link to the update notes on the official Discord. But something else I wanted to cover here really quick. We've got some updates here with Hawkgirl. I'm not going to dig into them. I'll probably do that in a different video. But with Hawkgirl and with Martian Manhunter down here at the bottom, overall, the updates look pretty good. So I'm pretty excited to dig into those and see how much of a change it makes to those characters. I just think skimming through them was pretty cool, actually. Just kind of seeing that they got a little bit of love that they've been needing for a while, especially Hawkgirl, in my opinion. Also, there's a Superman cape. So let's just take a look. We're going to start there first. Let's go to the Superman cape. This one I'm hot and cold about. House of Secrets here. We got Superman's cape here. This is his solar cape that you can exchange. But in order to exchange for the current cape that you have, so the first cape, one of the first legacy pieces ever, once you get that up to 15 stars, so right, 5 purple, once you get to that point, you can then exchange it for his, what is it called? It solar recovery suit. All right, so what does this one do? Let's see, click on it here. We got attack and crit rate, which is nice. What abilities do we got? So we got, after Superman casts his ultimate, he calls down a meteor, dealing physical damage equal to 400% of his attack to enemies in a circular area, stunning them for 1 second. Nice. Does that stun increase at all? I wonder. And then a second one here. After casting the ultimate, so this is if anybody wears it. This is if Superman wears it. This is if anybody wears it. After casting the ultimate, the wearer restores HP equal to 120% of their attack, which is nice. Let me take a look at preview here. Nice. I always liked him in the black suit. Must just be me in the color black because I really like Spider-Man in his black suit too. So, very cool. All right, let's go back. Let's take a look at this here really quick. As we increase this, does it change anything? 120. And yeah, it's not increasing the stun at all. It's just increasing the damage. It'd be nice if maybe a 2-second stun, you know, as you increase that. I think that'd be cool. But you get a little bit of a stun there. So that's the newest legacy piece for Superman. I wonder if they're trying to revive him a little bit. We do have Supergirl movie coming up, so maybe it has something to do with that as well. But so now you can exchange his cape, his original cape, for an updated version of that cape. So that was one of the changes. The other one here, check this out. So we've got trucks in the game, like I was talking about earlier. And this is interesting. So it's very similar to the train, right? And you can see the trains riding along the side right here. Where the train is the entire league contributing teams to protect the train. The expeditions here is just you and you alone, providing and placing teams in trucks. So here's my trucks here. They do have different rarities. So I'm going to go ahead. I put these in like yesterday. We're going to go ahead and get rewards. I think, here's the thing. I think it's kind of a game mode, to be completely honest with you. But what I do think is cool is that you do get a fair amount of resources, specifically gems and anvils. I think in one full day, I got about 700 gems, and I got almost 10 anvils. So I think doing this on a daily basis, it's a really good resource for people to pull in resources. Now, the challenge here is depending on the server you are, how tough the teams are that you're going to be going up against. And then it tells you if you get attacked. So if you get attacked, obviously, you get some resources taken away from you. Took my gems, man. But but that's cool. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. I think, again, as a game mode or in addition to the game, it's but I do like the additional resources that you get from them. So it's pretty cool. And I can click on here. So I've got 2 infiltration attempts left. I can click. You got legendaries here that you can go. I've got, here's some mythics, some legendaries. So it does follow the same color pattern as champion rarities. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, I can't infiltrate that. I can infiltrate this one. It's not going to be too fair though, but you know what? We're going to go in there anyway. I'm going to do my 2 battles here. Get this done for the day. This is the team I'm playing around with them. I got my death metal characters in there. So I don't know. What do you think of this new game mode that's added to the game? It's more vehicle stuff being added to the game. We do know that that's a focus for end game for this game. So just very curious on your thoughts. What do you think of the expedition? Let me know in the comment section below. So other than the Superman cape and the character updates for Hawk Girl and Martian Manhunter, let's get one more done. Let's see. You can refresh too, so you can try and hit all the mythics that you can. A lot of these people are already getting hit. How many free refreshes do we get? Can we do a legendary? Yep, there we go. Let's go to this one. We got a 6 million defense team here. So, all right, so we'll do this battle, and then we're going to take a look at Cassandra Cain. Pretty cool. This is her orphan variant, I guess I'll say. Cassandra Cain being a version of Batgirl. So let's go ahead. Yeah, see, 60 gems. I didn't get any anvils off that one. But I've got all my infiltration attempts done. You can go over here, click on the train, and you can infiltrate the train as well. I do like that it's all on one screen. Obviously, it's not showing you every train that's out there, but you can refresh, and it does refresh the trucks. And I think it refreshes the train, but I think maybe, yep, see, there it refreshes the train as well. So now what I got to do is I have to wait till reset, and then I can go ahead and set up my 4 trucks again. So all good there. Again, very curious on your thoughts. Let's go ahead and talk about Cassandra Cain. I do have a stream coming up on this. I think I mentioned it. By the time this video comes out, it'll have already been streamed. It's going to be one of my normal character testing streams. I do have her at 5 blue stars. I will get her into the purple during the stream, and then just do some testing on her. If we take a look at her kit here really quick. So she's a physical damage dealer. Let's see. She does physical damage, 400% of her attack. Let's see. What else do we got here? Increases Cassandra Cain's crit rate. So obviously a damage dealer. Her crit damage is increased by 30% for 10 seconds after casting her ultimate. Here's the thing. So when we take a look at her tags, she does have Birds of Prey. I don't know that that's intended to make Birds of Prey better, to be honest with you, because I don't know that it really does. She has Bat Family. And the reason why I say that is because when you go into her skills, there is no tag here that gives her a benefit. There's no benefit of the Birds of Prey tag, only the Bat Family tag. So let's see, increases her dodge by 20% at the start of the battle. If there are at least 3 Bat Family allies present, her dodge is increased by an additional 40%. So we do have that increase there. And then here, there's no tag benefit. She just unleashes some powerful attacks here. And then for 10 seconds after casting, she slashes forward upon successful dodge, dealing physical damage there as well. And then can trigger once every 1 second. So, yeah. I think she's an interesting character. I don't know how critical she's going to be. I will tell you, depending on the server that you're on, right? If you're in a server, man, I don't know. I think really just the beta servers have her right now, right? And depending on where she comes in that rotation, is she really going to be a benefit for you or not? Because a lot of players already have established teams. So these are like additions. Like it seems like any new character that comes to play now is an addition, something to maybe play around with and see if it fits in a team somewhere outside of like your core teams. You may have like 2, 3, maybe 4 teams that are your core that you use for all the different game modes. And then we just have to take her and kind of figure her out. Now, when we take a look at her force, I don't have her force upgraded too much. So we'll do some upgrading there in the stream also. But I think she's an interesting character. I don't have enough to get her weapon. Let's go ahead and take a look at her legacy piece here. So yeah, I just don't have enough for it. When we take a look at her legacy piece, we got attack and HP. Increases Cassandra Cain's attack by 25%. Upon landing a critical, Cassandra Cain immediately restores HP. So she's got some HP restore, which is nice. Let's see, can trigger air once every 2 seconds. Upon a successful dodge, Cassandra Cain immediately restores HP equal to 35% of her attack. And then can trigger once every 2 seconds. So if you've got limited resources for force, you definitely want to invest in her attack, because that's not only helps her attack and do more damage, but also helps with her self-healing. And then this ability here increases the wearer's crit damage by 15% upon landing a critical hit. She is highly, highly crit focused. Crit damage is increased by additional 15% for 5 seconds. And then let's just take a look at what that looks like. Let's preview it. Her animations are pretty cool. I do like the outfit. Again, I like black as the color. Black and gold, man. Yeah, so look at, I do like the coloring on the swords. That's really the only change. I would have liked to see maybe with the legacy. I know it's just a weapon, but even with Superman's cape, it changed his outfit as well. It'd be cool to see a little bit of flair on her outfit, but there we go. There's the difference there. All right, so that's what I had for you. We've got some recent updates. We got some love given to some characters. We got a new expedition mode in here and a new character that joined the ranks of the roster. So very curious on your thoughts. What do you think about Cassandra? How far do you ever built up? And hopefully you're joining me for the stream. All right, everybody, that is what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.